It is just such a pleasure to be part of such an enthusiastic, welcoming, and hardworking community. You have fostered an atmosphere of partnership, encouraged both our success and our growth. The last time I stood before you, it was just about 3 years ago, when we announced our commitment to opening a manufacturing facility here in Florence County. We promised to bring 500 jobs in 5 years. Today, just 3 years later, almost to the day, I am proud to share that not only have we met our 5-year job commitment in less than 3 years, but we're announcing our plans to expand this facility and add 700 more jobs over the next 7 years.
Reese Foods is a 53-year-old family-owned business started by a father and a son in Central California. We are the #1 manufacturer for frozen Mexican food under the El Monterey brand. We're also the #1 manufacturer of convenience store roller grill snacks under Tornadoes.
Whenever they first started their initial hiring in October of 2015, Voc Rehab sponsored 3 clients to go through the training, and I went through the training with them. It benefited me because I knew exactly what Reese Foods wanted, so I was able to refer appropriate candidates for the training.
Sue, Courtney worked with our HR team, and they put together a great training and selection program, going out and finding the best folks to start with, and really selecting folks that fit with our cultural expectations, folks that hold our values. And from there, they built a training program that includes lean manufacturing, includes good manufacturing practices, work keys to help with the selection process.
We sent them to demand-driven training at Florence Arlington Tech.
The manufacturing skills pre-employment class is a 1-week course. Students emerge with 3 credentials that are very valuable for manufacturing employers. They end up with a forklift certification, OSHA 10 for general industry, and 6 Sigma Yellow Belt. We've partnered very closely with Vocational Rehab to make that available. They have placed students into it. It's a very quick way to get 3 very valuable credentials and end up in employment.
The folks that we've gotten through VR, they're here every day, they've got a great work ethic, and they've got a fantastic attitude. We have very low turnover. And then on top of that, we've got a number of folks that have come through Voc Rehab that have been promoted not once, but more than once, 2 and 3 times. And when you look at a selection process and a training process from a business standpoint, that's exactly what you want.
I supervise 266 people. That's 2 lines, 2 bakeries, a hot kitchen and a cold kitchen. I make sure all the operations is running correctly, and I make sure we make a good, safe product and make sure people are safe and happy while they're doing it.
Very few individuals have the sense of purpose and the sense of drive that Freddie has. You talk to Freddie and you talk about what you want to do, what we need to do. Freddie understands it very quickly and executes against that need rapidly. And we've seen that from the very beginning. Freddie really promoted very quickly through the ranks, and he always stood out. In every job that he held, he stood out. And it's exciting to watch him grow and develop within our organization.
I started from the bottom here. I started since day 1. They treat me like family. They got great benefits. I love every moment. When I come in here, I feel like I never left home.
The demand-driven training was a perfect option for him. It gave him the training that he needed to give him the skill set to get him in the door.
And I felt like that opportunity, I go for it. Now I'm an operational supervisor, and this happened over a year.
6 months ago, I took a group of clients that had finished the demand-driven training for an interview out there, and I thought he'd come down to see me. And I was startled to realize he was the one doing the interviewing for his lines. And so I was thrilled.
The biggest benefit of the relationship between Reese and VR is our ability to have a great supply of talent. VR provides folks that are ready to go. And we look at other sources on how we do our selection of folks, and we end up with higher turnover. We have a higher investment in folks because we have that turnover. When we go to VR from just a purely business standpoint, we have lower turnover, we have lower invested cost in getting folks up to speed, and then on top of that, the folks that we get, the team members we get from VR perform better. When you look at it in a manufacturing and a business standpoint, that's about as good as it gets.
I really like working at Reese. They're family oriented, everybody's really close, and everybody works as a team, which I played sports in high school, so I'm all about working as a team. After graduating college, I graduated with a 3.8 GPA overall, and I had barriers in trying to finding a job. Voc Rehab helped me by getting me the work keys testing, which I scored platinum on all 3 categories. And then they placed me into the training for Reese Foods.
What's fun to watch with Courtney and her development is she came in as a tortilla thrower, and right away she saw an opportunity to use her background and to get into the bakery, and quickly she was able to master the equipment to the point that she was promoted to lead. She then saw an opportunity to really get into her background and go into quality as a technician.
Within 8 months, she had increased her salary by 68%.
I definitely found a career within Reese Foods. I don't see myself leaving.
We strive to make this a great place to work, and that takes an effort every day. And it takes a commitment, not just from a leadership standpoint, but it takes commitment from all of our team members. We hold our values very dear to us, and those values of teamwork, of respect, of integrity, of quality, of safety. When we look at the folks that have come in through VR, that's been there. And I think that goes to the selection process that VR is used to identify individuals that will be a fit for us. And it starts with the assessment to know what folks are really fit for manufacturing, because you can't get that assessment through the schools and universities. They're not going out and identifying which individuals are best for manufacturing, and VR provides that. Then beyond that, it's the work keys. So not only are they a fit for manufacturing, but are they a fit for the type of work that we're doing in manufacturing at Reese? And we've worked with Sue and VR to develop additional training that's specific for Reese Foods. That's the secret sauce, is somebody has to take that time to understand the organization and the needs, because the individuals that come here, they're ready for Reese. They're ready to go to work and they're ready to perform. And it shows in the number of individuals that have been promoted. It's just a great fit for us.